I've already done it.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoa, whoa.
Almost.
Stunt driving by Klagen. So here I am standing on top of my vehicle. I've just gotten stuck in my little mule. The only thing I did different from where you're at this particular point was I logged out and logged back in to, quote, free myself from the vehicle. If you ever do get your vehicle stuck on a fence and you can't get out, it doesn't give you a chance to open the door, just log out, log back in, and you will be free of the vehicle. And then if you've got a mule, you have a ready-made barrel. You just take it out of your back. And what we're going to do is we're going to just drop the barrel. Just have it in your hands and literally just drop it into the vicinity. You don't have to place it anywhere. All you have to do is just have it drop in the vehicle. Okay. And then, especially if you've got, like, say I've got the mule, where I can open the inventory now, I can take out my second barrel that was inside, or if you've only got the one barrel, it is doable with one barrel. It's just easier with two. I suggest for most people to take and get 2 barrels, bare minimum 1, because then you can do this little, quote, trick, and it's easy. But if you've got 2 barrels, it makes it even easier.
Just throw the barrel to the ground and it gets there.
Yep, all I did was actually just I hit the tab and dropped it in the vicinity. That's all I did.
Yeah.
Quote, free this from here, you can either, and most people know it, the barrel trick, by using other vehicles, because then you just bump it with another vehicle and away you go. But the other thing you can do is you can pretty much take any item.
Like that. Just a small gun.
Yeah, that was a pistol. That was an M-lock pistol.
Yeah, so it just needs something to collide with the car, to touch the car. You can even do it with a second car, but if you're solo, you can do it like that, just how Klagen just showed us.
Now, the other thing you realize is, especially on these white fences, there's generally an end point, and that's all I'm doing, is I'm just running down here to the spot where I can actually just walk up on it.
Let's see.
Now, if you want to grab the Baja Bloody and just bump the car, we'll show them, because we already showed them the pistol. This is how it's going to work with another car.
Yeah.
Make sure you stand well back from it, because if that car hits you, it can kill you.
And it's free.
And I can now get in.
And just drive.
And drive away.
Now that was super easy.
It took twice doing it, but honestly, that's not something, and with one barrel, it might take you 4 tries, but it's not something that a normal player can't do. Instead of calling for an admin, oh, I got it stuck, I can't fix it. Yes, you can. You can fix this, trust me. Every single player that I've shown these tricks, you can ask them. Father Veteran, who happens to be videoing this, Bloody, who got shown by Father Veteran, Boo Bear got shown by me for these little tricks. He frees himself all the time now. And there's 4 or 5 others that I've shown these little tricks when I've been freeing their cars. And honestly, they'll tell you right now, it's a lot easier than going. Number 1, it's slightly embarrassing that I got my car stuck. But number 2, it's easier than waiting on that admin that may be stuck dealing with something else. The other thing I want to actually show you guys is if you've got it stuck on a rock or something, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you how you can actually get up, quote, on your vehicle, even if it's stuck on a rock. because you don't have a convenient fence then.
Like that.
Every once in a while, you can glitch it where you can just drop the barrel next to your vehicle and you end up on top. That does happen. And then I can actually just step on my vehicle if that doesn't work. Okay, because you know we can't jump next to cars now. But what you can do is you don't have to jump next to the car. All you actually have to do is take your other barrel, put it back far enough,
And do
that
that.
you can jump on the second one. Then you can actually turn around, grab the second one while you're standing on the first one, step in, and the barrel's in the vehicle.
That's pretty much it. So, there's another example right here with my Land Rover.
My Land Rover's stuck. What do you mean your Land Rover's stuck? You know how hard it is to get a Land Rover stuck? Yeah, well, I got it stuck. But yeah, this happens. You know, you're driving along, not paying attention, and now you're stuck on a fence. And you can't, you know, you got out, but there's no way your Land Rover's getting down from this.
Yeah.
Again, basically all we're actually trying to do is take a couple of the barrels. We're just going to drop them down. And what they're going to do is cause to react with the environment that's there.
Yeah.
And so you can see the barrels are just underneath there. Okay. Now, you can use, like I did in the last time I threw a pistol. You can use a pistol. I generally like just using a sledgehammer, though. Pickaxe, anything like that. Because they're easier to find in the grass. And if you lose it, well, you know, it's not a big loss.
Yeah.
So, we got it set. The barrel's underneath it. The other thing you could do, except hitting it with a car and that, is actually get in the vehicle. I don't know if you saw it settle.
And it almost home free.
Yep. All we have to do is actually take the barrels out.
Yeah. Right now it doesn't have collision, but after you get inside and turn it on, there it
It's gonna
goes.
flop down,
Yeah.
and we are done.
And that's how you get a rover, or a car like the rover, Jeep or something, unstuck.
I stuck a little bit. There's been a rock in front of me. I didn't see it.
Okay. Now, most of you guys, when you actually, get stuck like this and everything like that, you're gonna be kind of like, "Oh my God, call for the admin. I can't get this out." The second bunch of you that are kind of like, "Oh, well, I just needed to chop down." No, don't chop the tree down. Leave the tree alone.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for it. I will explain. Okay, leave the poor little tree alone. It's defenseless. It didn't do anything to you. Okay. The other reason is actually that's going to make your car more stuck than normal. And if you want to know why, I will show you on a different tree. You see these roots? How it basically raised me up on the ground?
Yes.
From the ground? Yeah. That's going to get stuck underneath the back of your car. Okay. This looks stuck, but it's not stuck. So please don't chop down trees. Leave them alone. They're poor and defenseless. If you don't have to, don't do it. Okay, so we have this nice, beautiful Baja, which honestly makes me sometimes want to just go, yeah, you know what? It's stuck. We're never getting it out. Go buy a new one.
I love this Baja. Just so you know.
But again, all we actually need is 1 or 2 barrels. 1 barrel will do it. If you've got 2, great. If you don't have 2, and all I did, if you look, all I did was actually pop the barrels here just a little bit apart. If you want to set them, now the other thing is when you do these barrels, all of you guys are going to try and put them in your hands and place them under the car. Okay, you can't place them under the car; it'll never work. You place them like here. You can try and place them. Unfortunately, I'm in too close to the zone to Starry to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Because it's giving me 1,000 meters of
no build zone.
No build zone.
Yeah,
yes.
no build zone.
So it's better just to drop the barrel with pressing the G or just drag it off your inventory.
I just drag it off my inventory. I don't drop it with the G. I tab open the inventory and drop it to the vicinity.
Yeah.
Which pretty much puts it directly underneath wherever you were standing. Now, if I open up the Baja, find my spot to get in.
Just like that.
Clear my surroundings.
And generally, you just have to play with the barrels. 1 is good, but 2 is great. Play with the barrels and you get your own car unstuck by your own.
All right. So I've just repositioned my barrels just to give myself a little bit more. Again, you just... All right. Here's our next example. So we have the stuck mule. Father Veteran actually has a barrel or two that he's taken out of his vehicle, so he's stopping to help out this poor lost soul that's got his mule stuck. So he grabbed a couple out of his car, and he's going to show, this guy or do the barrel tricks to get the mule unstuck.
It will work as long as the barrel clips in the car. Klagen can do it better, but just for a general idea, it will work.
That'll pop the car a bit.
Yeah, it will pop the car, and you just get in, and the car pops.
And seriously, once or twice with the barrel trick, as you've seen, we've popped some of these that are just stuck. in 2 uses of the barrel trick. I mean, seriously, how long did it actually take for any of these to get unstuck? What did it take? 2 minutes for the Baja? Minute and 20 seconds for the mule? None of this is hard. None of this is complicated. Especially with the mule, it's got a barrel already. It's easy.
Klagen, please. Can you help me unstuck my baka? Again.
Again. Really, really bloody. And we actually purposely chose a smaller stream for this because if you get that engine completely wet, your car is toast. Since we actually are using our personally owned cars, we decided not to take the chance on ruining the cars.
Yeah.
But this one is good and stuck. There is no wiggling it out. I might be able to wiggle it out, but it'd probably take me 20 minutes and a lot of gas.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to actually just to pop the barrel trick. And again, all you really need to do, and I don't really need to do any barrels to get on it. All I really need to do is be able to use that rock to get on it.
Just like that.
All we're actually doing is just setting the barrels there.
And almost.
Believe it or not, guess what it's stuck on now?
On the barrel. Since you turn on the engine, the car gets reset. And that's another example of how you just unstuck your car in a stream.
Yeah, and you notice it was all of one barrel, but one barrel doesn't take up that much room.
Yeah.
Especially in a car. You might as well get yourself a barrel, a radiator, a wrench, maybe a gas can.
Yeah. Something to make collision in the car.
Well, those are what I generally suggest most people that have a car get. Buy yourself a barrel, a gas can, an extra battery, and a radiator, and put those in a wrench, and put those in your car. You have some space lost for looting, but the difference is 2.5 million car or 14 to 28K for 2 guns.
Exactly.
Which would you rather give up? Actually, I think this car is 3 mil.
3 million.
That one,
This
yeah.
Yeah.
So in this situation, you just change seats because the other door is blocked. Open the door, get out of your vehicle, like that. And you always must have a wrench, this tool. You do that. Put it in your hands, move a little bit further, just a little bit. And you see right here it says flip Land Rover. And you just do this action with your wrench. And just like that, you flip your car. Even if it's upside down or just like I did it, like my car got stuck, you just do this with the wrench and you're free to go.
Well, it may not be, because now you may actually be stuck on that rock, but
Perfect. More opportunities to just show the people how to do it. Two barrels. As you can see, it's still a little stuck, but with a little wiggle, it's off.
oh, by the way, you can actually use a ruined wrench. So even if you quote ruin it, trying to tip it and things, a ruined wrench is still usable.
That's pretty good to know because I didn't know that.
It's probably the only thing I've actually discovered that's still usable when it's ruined, but a ruined wrench is still usable. That's literally it. That is honestly the barrel tricks for getting a car unstuck. That's what you see the admins doing with the barrels. That's what we're doing. Father Veteran and Bloody Rain will tell you that honestly it is that simple. They've both done it.
You need at least one barrel.
Also, after Klagen showed me the tricks first time, I got stuck with my Land Rover, the white one, 2 times on a rock and on a fence. And I just unstuck it after 20 seconds or something.
Yeah, it's honestly, and it's quick, it's easy. You don't have to wait, a couple minutes for an admin to show up because they might be busy.
Yeah.
Like you said, it took him less than a minute to actually get his car unstuck from a rock.